Diane in Denmark here. I'm doing another declutter of Christmas decorations. If you missed the first video, you can go back and have a look. I'll put the link to the Christmas playlist, which has got all the Flylady missions on it. It'll be up there. Anyway, I've set my timer, and as I said, I do my decluttering the same way every time. I set my timer. I've got a bag for a giveaway. This is what I got the last time for the charity shop. It was linens and hand towels. And just to give you a little update, there were some items that I said I was going to check with a friend if she wanted them, and check with my daughter. Let me see. It was these. Now, my daughter would like to hold on to this one, but not this one. So that's going to the charity shop. And this one gets to stay with Christmas Bear, so that can go back in one of my Christmas boxes. And the other thing were these plant pot things that are quite Christmassy, say red and green. My friend didn't want them. She's got plenty of things for doing her outdoor Christmas decorations, so those are going to the charity shop as well. So go me, I've got a big bag for the charity shop, and I'll just explain to you. I'm doing this because I know a lot of you declutter your Christmas things before, you know, you pack them away after Christmas and, you know, the 6th of January. I do that too, but I'm doing this again because there's always something that you can declutter, or maybe something that you thought you might use this year and you're not going to do it. And this is the time of year that the charity stores and the thrift shops, this is the time that they want it. You know, I spoke to them about this before. They don't want your things in January because, well, at least our charity shop, they just don't have the space to store it until next year. So, and the other reason I'm doing this, I'll just get started. That's just some cardboard from something. I've got my bin here, so I've got rubbish and recycling and giveaways. The other reason I'm doing this just now is that, you know, the shops are full of baubles and exciting stuff, and we all feel, oh well, I'll just buy that, it doesn't cost very much. It all adds up, and we've all got plenty of stuff. And I know from the comments before, on the first video, you all said, oh, I've got like 300 boxes of Christmas ornaments, and this is a good way to go through. Be aware of what you have. The other thing is, can you actually get to your Christmas boxes? You know, you may think this is a bit early for checking your Christmas boxes, but if your boxes are up in the loft or they are in the garage, maybe you need to get somebody, you know, to move the car out the way, or get the ladder out and get some help. So just make sure that you're actually able to access your boxes. Even if you're not decluttering right now, make sure that you can access your boxes so that when it comes time to decorate, you're all ready to go. Right, anyway, I'm into another box. I think I did, was it 4 boxes last time? I've got another couple, and just in case I forget, oh, this was the other thing that's going to the charity shop, these star baskets. I just don't like them anywhere. So those are a giveaway. Anyway, I've also got bags of lights. Now these are outdoor lights, and what I do with them, I know it looks a mess, but when I'm finished with them, I just kind of wrap them up gently, put them in a bag, and put them in a box, and they go away to next year. My dad, God bless him, he would, you know, get out the original box and wind it round, and it would take him 3 days to put the lights away. I'm not being perfectionist like that, and also when my dad would put the lights on the tree, you know, it had to be exact, and I just get the lights on, I just get it done, okay? And if you've got time to spend doing it perfectly, then go ahead, but don't mess up everybody else's Christmas because they can't get the decorations on because you're still fiddling about with some lights, you know, with the what do you call it? Vatterpes, it's called in Danish. You know, the thing for making sure it's absolutely straight. If that's you, maybe you need to, you know, dial things down a bit. Anyway, my lights are okay and they're ready to go, so those can just go back into storage. Right, and into my boxes. Now, this is a bag of red Christmas decorations. Sometimes we have 2 trees up in the house, sometimes we have 1. This is all the red stuff and handmade stuff. Oh, here's some things that my friend Vibeke has made, and we'll be showing you how to make these in another video. And oh, that's a nice wee one as well. Oh, this is one which is made in Scotland, also from, I don't know if you saw the wee mice that I had last time. It was one of my neighbours in Scotland, Jean, that had done my wee mice. She also knits little Christmas puddings. So those are all keepers. Those are baubles, and when the kids were smaller we always got the ones from IKEA, because they're plastic, they can fall off the tree, you know, if you've got a cat, they're not going to break. So I like my plastic baubles. So that's a bag of red ones. And then I've probably got in here, yeah, this is the bag of white decorations, because I think I told you, oh here it is, yeah, I've got 2 bags. I really like to just keep it simple these days, so I've got a bag of silver and white decorations and anything that we make, because we make new decorations every year. Here's another little cone. In Denmark you make these little cones and fill them up with pebernuller, that's little biscuits, and clementines, but I'll be talking about more about that later. Okay, so these are all the kind of natural things. I've got the wee birds like Tweet and Sparky, who you probably hear in the background of a lot of these videos. Oh, and more little robins. Yeah, so those are all keepers. That was what was on the tree last year, along with some Danish flags. That's the way you do it here. Okay, these are special ones of my kids when they were younger. So those are a keeper, and I'm going to put those in with the kind of special, the white and silver stuff. Okay, these I bought, and you know what, and I just really don't use them. I'm not sure. I might, should I keep those? I'll tell you what, they can go on, you know, the stairs where I have the garlands coming down. That will go in there, so I'll put those to the side. Yeah, I will keep those. And this is more white decorations, so that can all go with that bag. And I can see this is the stuff that I've had in my living room. Let me see if I can move you back a bit, because otherwise you're kind of in the dark there. Can you see a bit? Oh, let's see. Right, this is some silver decorations from the lady that I told you about yesterday, who designs Christmas decorations all year long. And this is mistletoe, and I add some real mistletoe and I hang it up between our living room and the dining room, and then, you know, I can kiss anybody who's going past. So that's a keeper. And then here I've got reindeer who broke, but I glued them back together. And this is what I was talking about. These are the white decorations that I can put up. I can put them up at the very end of November, and I can also have them out, you know, even in January, and it just looks wintry. It doesn't look like it's Christmas, you know, with the red screaming, you know, Santas. Oh, here's another one. I really like these reindeer things. That's a copper one. And here's one which I bought, and I might just give this away now. This is one which I bought. We have centre very close to us where they have mentally handicapped adults, and they make beautiful boxes, and my swimming bag that you saw that was made out of the old VHS tapes. And they had also cut out these, but I think I'm kind of tired of them now, and I think those will go to the charity shop. So those are going to the charity shop. What else have we got in here? Oh, here's another couple of decorations that my friend Vibeke made. Those are a keeper, so those are going in my special bag for this year. Oh, this is a sign that goes outside in one of the plants. I've got 2 of those actually. So those are going to go with my outside decoration. I don't have those here. Those are there is in a box. Oh, here's another one of the cardboard recycled reindeer. And here I've got some soft felt ones. I'll keep those. And I like to use these. I just kind of put them underneath decorations or whatever. I think those came from IKEA. I really like the grey and the white Right, this is my daughter's mug. She will be happy to get that started with Christmas cocoa. That's a keeper. Oh, and here we have a BBC Good Food. I'm actually going to put that with my holiday control journal, and I'm going to have a wee read at that in the evening. It's really kind of, you know, get the candles going and get cozy and just look at the recipes and see what I'm going to make. So that is a put away somewhere else. And these, oh, that was because we were making decorations last year, never got them finished. Those can go in paper recycling. Oh, and here's a paper folded thing that I did last year. Might make those again this year, we'll see. I'll put that with my put away because that will be things that I might be doing craft wise within the next few weeks. Oh, and here's more of the things that my neighbour back in Scotland, Jean, I don't know if you know Ferrero Rocher, you know those little chocolates, and you say, oh, Mr. Ambassador, you are spoiling us. If you've got Ferrero Rocher, you can pop these on the top like little hats, and it looks like you've got little Christmas puddings. So those are a box of those. So I'm also going to put that on my put away list right now, because I'm going to make a note to buy some Ferrero Rocher so we can have those. So that's on my, I have to write down on my errand date list for when I'm out shopping. Right, that's another one I want to keep. And then here, oh, another Christmas tree, yeah. I've kind of spilled out of the bag. And the last thing here is all small bits and pieces. Oh, more reindeers. Love my reindeers. I know a lot of you collect snowmen. And these are some white decorations. Those are a keeper. And just some bits of ribbon that I want to keep. So those are all keeper. Well, I've got bigger Christmas trees as well. Sometimes they hang in the hall, so I might keep those. Right, okay. Let me grab the next box. I'll just stop the camera just now. Are we running? Yes, okay, on to the next one. This is a box that it's from the Body Shop, and often in Denmark the kids get a small gift every day up, you know, from the 1st of December to the 24th. And this is one that my daughter had last year. It was a really clever thing from the Body Shop, and it's empty, but I'm thinking I might use it again another year. You can see there was a numbered box for every day, and inside there was like a lip gloss or, you know, a soap, something like that. So I'm going to hold on to that box until another year, because I'm not doing that this year. This year the kids are getting Advent gifts. They're getting one every Advent Sunday. Right, what have we got in here? Oh, this is something you may have seen me moving when I was doing a decluttering video in the dining room. These are all, oh sorry, I'll just reset the timer. These were all things that my Danish mother-in-law had crocheted and knitted, and so I'm definitely keeping those. And also some little aprons that she made for bottles. You know, you take your bottle of schnapps or your bottle of Danish Christmas beer, and all the bottles get a little apron on them, and it's really cute, you know, and you can make the same type of thing for wine bottles, and it just makes them look very Christmassy on the table. So that's a definite keeper. You can see I've got lots of them in here from her. And she also used to do these, you know, these things with beads. Yeah, I mean, she handmade those. Incredible. I do not have the patience for that. So those are kind of family heirlooms. Those are a definite keeper. And this is a bag of kind of scrap paper and doilies for when we have the day that me and my friends do our paper crafts together in December. You know, we get the music going, we've got nice things to eat, a bit of Christmas cake, and that's the bag that I've had for about the past 10 years. I just keep on adding to, you know, it's got, you know, scraps and all different things. Right, in here, oh, now this is not something I always display, But these are things that the kids have made at school, and I'm keeping them because, you know, I can keep some things for school. And here are, you know, they make Christmas calendars at school, and these are their drawings. So those are keepers. And some of them we hang up in the hall, you know, if I can get one out, you like gingerbread men and ladies that they've done at nursery and kindergarten. So that's a keeper, and it just kind of stays flat in the bag, all the things that they've made. Some of them I display this year, some of them I don't. And okay, that's just some plastic for recycling. Oh, a Santa hat. Oh, I tell you what this is. In our local pet shop, they're not doing it this year because I checked the other day, but this was for Tweet and Sparky. You hang it up in the shop, and every Advent Sunday the pet shop will give a gift for your pet. And you know, it's something small like, you know, a bird stick or a bird toy, and if you've got a cat, you know, it's some special cat food. Anyway, I checked and they're not doing it this year, so I can throw that out. There's Tweet and Sparky, the ones that you hear all the time. And this hat can go in with my Santa hats. I've got a bag of Santa hats and you know, dealy boppers, so that's a put away. I'm glad I checked about that. Oh, more serviettes. Now I had serviettes in one of the other boxes, so those can all go together, and I can see I definitely do not need any Christmas serviettes. Christmas and New Year, and here you go. I was telling you the other day, God Jul means Merry Christmas. It doesn't mean God, it's God means good or merry. So those are put away. Those are going to go in the box, you know, with my linens and serviettes. So I am not buying any more serviettes. Oh, and I've also got some candles, red candles. Some of those will go outside in the lantern, so those will be put away with me. The candles, the linens, and the serviettes. Now, this is all children's stuff. I'm going to ask the kids about that because there's quite a few things, oh, it still works, that my brother, you know, in Scotland, the one who's a big kid, that he was always giving them. I'm going to ask them if they want these, and if not, those will go to the charity shop. But we've also got these really funny reindeers that we got in crackers, and you can race the reindeers. So anyway, that's an ask. I'm going to ask the kids about that. Almost down at the bottom. Oh, here's an Advent candle. You know, we burn candles in Denmark all the time, and in December we burn, you know, on day 1, day 2, day 3, and then you can see, oh, you're getting close to Christmas. That can go with the candles. Now, I'll be explaining more about Danish traditions in another one. Also, we read Peter's Yule, Peter's Christmas, we read that. And I've got a Christmas carol, some books. Oh, and I've got more of the Christmas songs. That's a put away because that needs to go into my holiday control journal, so that's a put away. And I'm sorry we're going over the 15 minutes, but I'm almost at the bottom, so I'm just going to keep going. Remember, if you can see that it's going to take more than, you know, 5 minutes, go off, change focus, have a break and do something else. But I can see I've got 2 minutes worth here. Okay, that's stuff that can go in with my paper. Remember, I was showing you all the wrapping paper and things, so I'm just going to pop that right in. And, oh yeah, there's more things for decorating, little bells. This is one that goes on the stairs, so that will go into that box. And these are just ones that we, you know, we've got babushka dolls, a snowman, those are a keeper. And the last thing I have in here, I'll be very careful taking them out. We have some, let me see if I can just get them here. We have some very old ornaments from my father-in-law, you know, these really, really old ones. And let me just grab something from next door. You know the ones that are probably from your childhood, those are the type that my mum still has. Do you see those? I love those ones. They're not very practical, but let me just show you what I did with them, because I've put them somewhere else. Hold on a wee minute. Right, bring it a wee bit closer. This vase, it's not a vase, a jug. It's a glass jug. This belonged to I think it was my mother-in-law's, Danish mother-in-law's, and it's from 1978. And we never really use it because it's not really practical when you've got kids. But what I did was about 3 years ago, I decided to fill it up with these vintage decorations and a wee elf that somebody has made, and put it in there. The only thing you've got to be careful with the vintage decorations, I'm going to show you. Now, I didn't even think this was possible. This one was a little guitar, and I was just in the kitchen one day and it just went, pff, it exploded, it self-combusted. So be very careful if you're using really old decorations. They can just shatter, you know, and you don't want those lying around if you've got small kids. So if you've got small kids and animals, stick to the IKEA ones. But I like to keep these ones on display, and then it goes in my kitchen and it looks nice, and I can see the old-fashioned baubles. But I can see there's some broken bits down the bottom, so I'm just going to leave those there and enjoy as it is. So anyway, I've got my items to put away, and I think actually I've got quite a big bag for the charity store. And all in all, when I redo things this year, I think I'm going to be able to get rid of one plastic tub. Like, I've condensed what I had, I'll be able to get rid of one whole tub. Woohoo, go me. So anyway, that was it for me, Diane in Denmark. I hope you will, you know, at least try and access your Christmas decorations. Find out if you can actually get them out, if you can get to them. Have a wee look through, have a wee trip down memory lane. It's always nice to see these things. And hopefully it will stop you buying any more stuff. You know, that's what we're all about, is trying to pare down what we've got so that we just keep the things that we really enjoy and, you know, have some kind of family history and that you enjoy using, instead of buying more and more and more, and, you know, it just piling up and up and up. So anyway, that's it for me. I'm going to finish off here. I'm going to set my timer for 5 minutes, and I shall see you very soon. Live long and prosper.